It's time for our next engineering challenge, and we're still going to be using the K'NEX cars, but for this one we're going to look more at being consistent and very accurate with our cars. It's definitely going to require you to collect more data, collect very accurate data, and be able to really control how far your car is going and the direction that your car is going in. It's going to require more teamwork in the heat of the actual competition and a lot of preparation with practicing with your car and less time building and constructing your car. Let's take a look at the rules in detail. First piece that we're looking at is the car. And similar to our other one, it's a maximum of 4 tires. You can have less. And you are allowed to put things into your car that we could find in the classroom that everybody has access to. Textbooks, calculators, dice, cards from the closet, pencils, anything that we have access to add weight or mass or anything that you're trying to do with your car. Now let's take a look at the setup of our course. Setup like before, we have our board on top of the textbooks against the wall. Now the difference here is you can have 1 to 5 textbooks. So I have 5 here. I could set my ramp up with 3 all the way down to 1, and that would still be an okay setup. And when you see the rest of what's going on exactly with this challenge, you'll understand more why I may want to change the amount of textbooks that we have. Here you have another look at the setup. It's 80 inches to the front of here and 125 inches to the setup here. So you can see the ramp setup. You have options of positioning it laterally anywhere that you want, as long as that it's the distance to the front of these boxes. In terms of scoring, it's very simple. If the 4 tires are in, it counts. If 1 tire or more than 1 tire out, it doesn't count. If the tire is on the line at all, that is considered in. It's the same for here, and it's the same for the second box. The second box is worth more, as you can see. So your team's going to have to strategize which boxes you're going for, and you're going to be adjusting things in the middle. So let's take a look at an actual car run and then see the things that you're going to have to discuss as a team to make adjustments in the heat of the. So we saw that that car went well past the second box. So as a team, they should have measured to see how far it went past so they know how to make their adjustments. And this is where they're going to go in their previous trials and the data that they have collected. So if it went 14 inches past, they should know how to adjust their car that distance. Are they going to add objects to here because they know that, say, 2 calculators on average was reducing their car by 20 inches, which would put it into the center of the box? Or are they going to take ramps away because they know 1 textbook's on average took away 6 inches. So maybe they need to do 2 textbooks because that was an average of 15. And then they're going to be ready. Do they need to adjust laterally at all based on the way their car was going? The cars are made of K'NEX. They're not 100%. And you may have realized during the first STEM challenge that your car didn't do exactly what you thought it was going to do. So you really are going to have to be busy in collecting data, because you're going to have 5 chances to get as many points as you can. And you need to be able to adjust, and your adjustments shouldn't be guesses. They should be based on data that you've collected. And it's your group's decisions that are going to base what type of data you're collecting. I'm not giving you worksheets to fill out. You also need to be able to collaborate and communicate during the competition, because it's going to get a little bit intense. You're going to see the other team's scores and you're going to be pressured. Do we need to only go for the front? Do we need to go for the back because we're falling more behind? How are we going to make these adjustments? And having that data to fall back on is going to be really important. So you now know the rules. You need to start first structuring your car, modifying your car to make it exactly the way you want. And then you're going to be busy collecting data so you're prepared for the actual competition. Good luck.